WrestleMania 28, 2 days away. Time for predictions here on the State of Wrestling. The match I believe that's going to open up the whole show will be World Heavyweight Champion Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. I think this is going to be a quick match. I think it's probably going to end with it's going to have a lot of close calls, but it's going to ultimately end, in my opinion, with Sheamus giving Daniel Bryan the bro kick and becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion. Randy Orton versus Kane. I'm going to go with Randy Orton on this one. I don't think Orton's going to lose to Kane at WrestleMania. Team Teddy versus Team Johnny. I'm going to go with Team Johnny on this one, only because there's 5 former World Heavyweight Champions, or 4, sorry now, former World Heavyweight Champions on this team. And Team Teddy is basically a bunch of mid-card jobbers with, there isn't really any real standout guy on the team. I mean, Team Johnny's got The Miz, they got Mark Henry, Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger, all those guys right there up against, Kofi Kingston. I mean, not taking anything away from the guys on Team Teddy, but I think ultimately Team Johnny's going to win. And it says it's a 12-man tag. I don't know, is this an elimination match? I think it should be. We'll find out, I guess, this Sunday. Kelly and Marie, I know I'm butchering her name, I don't exactly know what it is. Marie Mendoza, if that's not right, I don't care anymore. Against Beth Phoenix and E-Taurus. I think Kelly and the extra girl are going to win it, because they're not going to have a celebrity go down to someone else at the pay-per-view. Intercontinental title finally returning to WrestleMania after 4 years. Cody Rhodes versus The Big Show. This one's up in the air for me. I mean, I think, they're really pushing for The Big Show's, that he's always had horrible moments at WrestleMania. So, just because of that, I think they're going to allow The Big Show to win this one and become the Intercontinental Champion over Cody Rhodes. But I think either way, it's going to escalate Cody Rhodes to the next level. They got to take that title off him if they want him to be a main eventer. Alright, so moving on to the first of 3 main events, WWE Champion CM Punk versus Chris Jericho. This, I think, I've said it in a couple other videos here, is going to be the Randy Savage, Ricky Steamboat match of this WrestleMania. I think it's going to steal the show. It's going to be an amazing technical match. It's going to have a lot of high spots. It's going to have, they've made it kind of personal between each other. It's going to be a really good match in my opinion. And I'm a huge fan of both of these guys. I think they're both amazing in the ring. Jericho has always been awesome. CM Punk is definitely, the best thing in the WWE right now, as far as wrestling, promos, all that stuff. I think I'm going to go with CM Punk as the winner for this one. But it's still kind of up in the air. I don't know. I'm going to pick CM Punk, but I think it's going to definitely be a very, very entertaining match. Next match on the card is the Hell in the Cell End of an Era match with Shawn Michaels as a special guest referee, with Triple H versus The Undertaker. The streak is on the line. The End of an Era is on the line. I think in this one, we're probably going to have a very mixed up finish, in that Shawn Michaels is going to seem like he's going to help Triple H and make it look like maybe he's going to super kick The Undertaker and the streak, and then I think he's going to turn around and kick Triple H, keep the streak alive, and he's going to basically tell Triple H, if I can't end it, you can't end it. That's my prediction. I don't know if that's right or not. Last, but definitely not least, the main event everyone's been talking about for a year now, The Rock versus John Cena. My prediction for this match is that the real winner of the match is going to be the fans. I will predict one of the 2 wrestlers in this match, but I mean, this is, they're saying it's once in a lifetime. It is once in a lifetime. You know, who would have thought 5 years ago that we'd be seeing Rock versus Cena? You know, The Rock, the biggest star, arguably the biggest star, him and Stone Cold right together there as two of the biggest stars of the Attitude Era, and then The Rock, you know, stayed around for a little bit in the early 2000s. Against, you know, the guy who's been the #1 guy in the company for the past 6 years, John Cena, who's carried that company on his back, you know. And it is definitely going to be very entertaining. It's definitely going to be a very good match. I don't care what anybody says about The Rock's ring rust. He's not. Did you see that guy at Survivor Series? He's been training for a year straight. He doesn't have ring rust. His stamina could be a little off. I mean, this match is probably going to go 40 minutes to 50 minutes at least. It's going to have a lot of close falls. There's probably going to be a lot of rock bottoms, a lot of attitude adjustments. You're going to see some STFs. You're going to see some sharpshooters. You're going to see the People's Elbow. You're going to see John Cena's 5-knuckle shuffle with the You Can't See Me. It's going to have both guys every highlight. It's going to be once-in-a-lifetime match. You're not going to want to miss this, I guarantee it. And it could go either way. I mean, The Rock could win, and, you know, it's his hometown. It's a big return to the company. The Rock could win, or John Cena could win, because he is the guy that's there every week. He is the hardest working guy in the company. I'm not sure if anyone out there seen the once-in-a-lifetime special that aired this past week. But, you know, it really gave you an insight as to, you know, if you watched it, gave you an insight into these guys. And, I mean, I've always had a lot of respect for John Cena, but after seeing that, I had even more respect for him. I'm still not a big fan of him, I mean, but I respect what this guy does. He's the hardest working guy in the company, no question about it. And my prediction to win at WrestleMania 28, it's not going to be a popular one, but I think John Cena's going to win. If I'm wrong, I guess we'll find out on the next episode here on the State of Wrestling, the results show. That's all the matches that we got announced for WrestleMania. And that's 7 matches. I think that's all they're going to do, because I think the 3 main events, Cena, Jericho, Hell in the Cell, and CM Punk, Jericho, Hell in the Cell, and Rock Cena, I think are going to be the, you know, they're going to probably each be half-hour to an hour matches. So I think that'll be it for the matches for WrestleMania. See you next time on the results show.